And welcome back to The Price of Business. This is Sigmund Kramer. I've got Chris Kidd here in the studio with me. Kevin is off today doing something else. We're not quite sure what. He's saving the world, or maybe he's planning to destroy the world. We just don't know. You never can tell with Kevin, can you?
He wanted to put me on the spot.
So he brought Chris Kidd in, and Chris has been doing a great job here hosting and asking all the good questions. But, Chris, I wanted to ask you a few questions because like we had those guests on earlier from Cornerstone Recovery, and, you talked to them about how you have a passion for helping people, and that's what got them involved. And I know you have a passion for helping people, and that's why you have dedicated your life to helping people financially. I'd like to delve into that a little bit. What got you involved with wanting to help people, and what exactly is it that you do for people?
Well, I guess I'll start with the latter question first. And basically, I'm a financial coach. I help people with their finances, and that can be anything from managing their personal finances, trying to find ways to get out of debt, trying to find better ways to manage their money so that rather than just, living paycheck to paycheck, or, I've had so many people tell me, well, I make good money and, I have a good life and everything, but I don't really feel like I'm getting the most out of it. I'm not seeing the results, and I'm not moving forward. We're just kind of stagnant. So in that situation, I help people start to learn to develop wealth rather than just, managing day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, and help them with different investment strategies and stuff. Anything from how they can protect their investments and how they can have defensive stuff, defensive ideas and ways that they can protect themselves from losses, and all the way up to things that they can do to manage their risk but have greater returns on whatever investments that they have, whether it be stock market stuff. I do a whole lot of work in that area. And whether they're wanting to invest in real estate, but they're not sure. Oh, well, should I jump into the flipping property thing? Should I do rental income? What should I jump into? So work with a broad spectrum and individuals from all walks of life.
Would it be safe to say that you're trying to get them to change their attitudes or change their mindset about money, and maybe for the first time even think about the future and how to best make the wealth that is going to, not only keep them happy in retirement, but also now, because money isn't funny. If you don't have it, it causes a lot of strife in your daily life and a lot of anxiety. So yeah, you're planning for the future, but aren't you also trying to help them craft a way to really change their lives on a daily basis starting now?
Yeah, and that's really what it comes down to, is having the families stick together. It's really what the whole thing kind of goes back to your first question, where this passion came from. And that's basically, I do not like seeing what happens with kids and families going through broken homes. And, the kids, when the parents go through divorce, the kids are just as big a victim as anybody, and probably more so. So it really tears me up seeing that. So that's really where the whole passion came from. And I decided, well, if I can do something to help people eliminate some of the financial stress that comes up, maybe that will be something that can save a lot of marriages and keep a lot of families together. And also, one other thing about finances is it's such an important part in people's lives. If you can help people with money, then it gives you an open door to speak into their lives about a number of things. But they'll listen to you if you can help them with their money. A lot more than just trying to give them advice on stuff. And it's not always that I want to just jump in and talk about their personal life or anything. But sometimes I'm invited in just because the relationship that we've got from helping them, on a financial perspective. And like you said, it can be a matter of financial stress because there's not any, or it can be a situation where somebody who, let's take a professional athlete who makes a lot and they want to have something that's left over at the end of their career, or possibly that especially somebody who's brand new. You get a rookie that comes out, he's especially a early round draft pick, and they've never made more than $30,000 a year in their entire life, and then all of a sudden they get a check for $30 million or sign a $30 million contract. That's a huge jump, and a lot of times they just, if they're not used to managing money, whether it be big or small, then they just really have no grasp on it. And what can happen is, a lot of them will go spend just frivolously and just spend because they have it and don't realize how much is coming in and how much is going out, and how much is or how little is going to be left at the end of the day. And also, the fact that lifestyle, if they don't do the right things now, that lifestyle is going to eventually stop once their playing days are over, because their income will actually be cut off, and then they go into different other arenas. A lot of times, they can go to, they can have a professional speaking platform. They may go into coaching. They may go into TV, radio, whatever. But most of the time, it's not the same type of income. One of the things that I like to teach is how they can create the same type of income for once their playing days are over, and they can set themselves up to have the that same type of lifestyle. That way they don't have to totally cut back huge on their lifestyle once that's done. But it does take learning how to manage the money. And the biggest thing, you got to learn how to budget. You have to have a portion for different areas. And one thing I always say is, it's all right if you want to go spend money on stuff that people think is extravagant and gaudy and just ridiculous. We'll have that in your whatever pile. Maybe 5-10% of your income. Set that aside, and let's say if you make $3 million a year, you set aside 5% of that would be $150,000, or 10% you could do $300,000 just to throw away on whatever you want. So if you want to go buy a new car, a new Ferrari or something, go do it. But remember, that's your whatever money.
That's amazing. The help that you're able to provide, the insight that you're able to provide. I'm glad our listeners are able to get some insight into what makes Chris Kidd tick, and how do they get in touch with you if they want to help themselves, if they want to help get other people involved with your services. How do they get in touch with you?
Well, the easiest way to reach me is go to chriskidd.com. That's CHRISKIDD.com. And they can contact me there, and anything from working with them or somebody that they know on finances, whether an investment side or personal finance side or both, and speaking engagements, anything like that. chriskidd.com is the easiest way to get to me and find out whatever you want to know. And
great.
They can also follow me on Twitter and all the social media stuff.
Chris, thanks so much, buddy. We appreciate you being on, and I know our listeners are gaining a lot of valuable insight. Chris Kidd, KIDD.com. Stay tuned for more right here at The Price of Business. We'll be back in just a moment.